This is not good.
I hope he comes on. Because
He will. He always comes on.
that makes me, that's gonna be funny. Where's your wine?
I'm not drinking.
Oh God.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Watch out, Spicy Danielle is here.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Dad is holding up. That's a good way to say he's holding up.
Barely.
He's been quite active the last hour.
He's barely holding up.
I don't know what that means.
Well, because he's trying to get it. It took him like 10 tries to try to get up from the...
Well, you can't let him sit that long.
And then he almost stumbled. Yeah.
What's on the menu for tonight?
We're a little bit early.
I have no dinner whatsoever.
I have no dinner. I'm gonna give him the rest of the chicken from last night. Hi Kim. Hi guys. No,
But I still have no dinner. What difference is you give him that chicken? What's? I guess I got one of those chicken burgers.
Well, that's what I was gonna make us. Chicken burgers.
That's fine. I got those wheat buns in there.
Yeah. Chicken burgers, and then you have the half a tuna.
I do have that, but
Yeah, I don't like it.
I like it. I just had it a lot lately.
Hi Rita.
The 49ers lost. We didn't lose. Don't scare me. I mean, we were lost to the Rams the week before. Is it hot? Is it hot? It's hot here too, Lady Locks. It's hot in frickin' California too today, and it's going to be up in the hundreds again. Crazy.
Yeah, all week. It's horrible. I know. I just saw that Pete Rose just passed. Yeah, Pete Rose just passed. I just got an alert on my phone.
Wow, Mr. Hustle. He never made it into the Hall during his lifetime. I wonder if they'll put him in. I want to hear Dan sing. It's a little early to drive everybody away just yet. Maybe later on. The Vikings are looking tough. The Vikings are looking tough.
I've been getting headaches lately. I don't like that.
David did not hide any pie or any dessert whatsoever outside. I don't know any idea where that came from. It was just out completely random out of the blue. We are not Steelers fans. That's up there for a viewer who likes to come in here and give me shit about the Niners every time they lose. So I'm just giving it back a little. I'm waiting for him to show up. We're early today. Allergies maybe. Yeah, they're definitely got some allergies going on here.
What are you talking about?
Someone said allergies maybe.
Oh, from a headache?
No, a headache, and they're definitely allergy
so
time.
bad. Pete Rose was a baseball player.
He was a baseball player for the Cincinnati Reds who was disgraced when he was discovered betting on baseball while he was managing the team.
3 days? Man, that's
We are
horrible.
doing good, Rocky. Now we got Southern Texas. I hope you guys are safe. There's another storm brewing down there in the Gulf. Who knows where the hell that's going to go.
Yeah, well, Florida people.
Florida people. What
Hi,
about
sunshine.
What about Florida people?
Some people are saying, well, a couple days ago it was going to hit Florida.
That one? I think they just discovered it today. You know, there actually was a hurricane, right? But it didn't just affect Florida. It hit, Georgia and
I know.
South Carolina.
Tennessee.
Really,
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah. It was horrible. My blood pressure's good, Barb.
Grandpa's doing fine. Her blood pressure is like 90/60. It's just low because she exercises so much. Oh, you're friends with Steve Sachs? I don't know Dave Sachs, but I know Steve Sachs. I remember Steve Sachs. He's a great second baseman. Am I worried about the port strike? I am, it's not good. it's not good to have a big crushing strike like that, but I'm not staying up nights worried about it, but it's certainly something I hope we can avoid.
Well, read the thing. That's why I'm.
Which one? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, God.
Missed the lots of rain. Love it in Georgia. Sorry. Yeah, I had to. Hi,
Apparently
Sean.
he passed. I just heard it right now with all of you guys. Dad is doing fine, Tanya. He's getting ready to eat.
God, it's been hot. I mean, it was 88 when it was like 10:30 today.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. He was 83. God, we're all getting older. I mean,
And Chris Christopherson. Yeah, I saw that. Another week of summer, Shauna. It's horrible. Ugh, it's horrible. I'm just ready for fall.
I'm ready.
Already.
I'm ready for the cool weather.
Yeah.
It's nice in the mornings. You know, it's not like 100 degrees in the morning like it was in July, but
No, the mornings are beautiful. We still
99
get
in Southern Cal.
we get really special. Like mornings are really nice here.
We're all getting older. That's what is it? Landslide. Let's see. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. It's very true. Very true. Thanks, Jeannie. I appreciate that. I was looking at a lot of negative comments today on a video. Somebody claiming to be a nurse. Like, you know, overwhelmingly, people who either care for people themselves or in nursing and do it are pretty supportive of the channel. How you doing in Germany? Germany, Rick. What are you doing?
I have to do something for Hannah right this minute.
Okay, testy here. Up. Moneymaker, how are you doing? I saw that Pete Rose passed away. That's unfortunate. I met him in Las Vegas doing he would sign autographs out like on the strip. You have a cardboard table. People would line up all day long and pay him $25 to sign autographs. And then I ran into him in the Caesars Sport. I don't even run into him like, hey, Pete. You know, he had no idea who the hell I am, but I knew who he was, and he was sitting in the damn sports bar, you know, gambling the money that he earned signing autographs earlier that day. And it was really kind of sad. I remember a 10-year-old kid walked up to him with his parents, you know, walking through the
Virginia,
casino.
I'm sorry.
And he asked for an autograph, and he refused. He wouldn't sign because he signed out on the strip.
Jeannie, I can't. With
Dad is not
suggestions.
sleeping.
Jeannie said my suggestion is when doing a video, talk towards his ear instead of the camera. Jeannie, I don't know if you realize that sometimes how close we are to him. He has hearing loss.
Jeannie, it takes it one step further. You're right in the sense that, you know, my dad reads lips a lot. And so, like, I've gotten to the point where I talk to him, you know, through the camera. And I don't know if it's reversed, but he seems to be able to understand me like if we're both sitting like Danielle and I are. Or if I'm talking to him, typically in the videos when I've got the camera on him, he's not only hearing me, but he's reading my lips. So there's a good point there, but you know, you have to get a video if you're gonna film it. You can't just, you know, you got to take it all into consideration.
And sometimes I can be in front of his face and he's not reading lips and still can't.
Sometimes he's just not listening, and sometimes he can hear if you freaking whisper. You know, sometimes like yesterday, like 11 at night, and sometimes he is the most clear and with it late at night. It is the weirdest thing, but he'll wake up. And last night he came out, and we have the gate there, and I had gotten up to go get something to eat. And when I went out the gate, and he walked out, he got up to go to the bathroom, he walked out the gate, and he asked, "Do you hear that noise?" And he has tinnitus, and so it's like a ringing in his ears. And I said, Dad, I don't hear it. I think it's in your ears. I think you have tinnitus. And, you know, I've said that to him 1,000 times, and most of the time he doesn't know what I'm saying. And I said to him, Dad, what is tinnitus? He goes, oh, you mean it's in my ear. He knew last night, and he heard me say it and understood it. So it's really strange. Sometimes he can hear better than other times.
It's all over the place.
It has to do with frequencies, ambient noise, all sorts of other things.
So people giving us suggestions about.
You can give suggestions. That's okay. That was a fine suggestion.
Don't you think we've done it though?
Well, they may not. Maybe they just watched 2 or 3 videos. They may not know. It's a fine suggestion.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Any other suggestions while we're at it?
Please come with all your suggestions. Do you guys think P. Diddy is guilty? I know he's guilty of beating the shit out of his girlfriend in that hotel. That I know, because I saw it with my own eyes. I know he's a piece of shit, because I saw it with my own eyes. I know nothing about the charges. I've never been to a Diddy party. So I couldn't speak to that, but do I suspect, with all the, you know, everything I've read, the 10 different lawsuits that have been filed against the guy, I pretty much, you know, I'd have to, they wouldn't let me on the jury because I would have a preconceived notion that he's guilty. Although, you remember, you're presumed innocent in this country until you're convicted, so he deserves that presumption of innocence.
It can be genetic, yeah.
Only if I'm on the jury, not in my head.
Hi, Robbie.
The party's canceled. I hope the parties are canceled, my God. We have a worldwide shortage of baby oil. I never met the diddler. No. Never really had any desire to me. I mean, it wasn't in my universe anyway. I mean, I knew who he was.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This world. So.
Did you go to those parties?
What are you doing?
No, we threw our own parties.
Sit down. I'll give you
We threw just me and Danielle parties. And they'd beat any diddler party. Just the 2 of us. We'd hang out, all the fun. We'd have fun. We'd have fun ourselves. We don't need a diddler party. Dad is safe. In fact, I think she's sitting him down to eat right now because it's about 5 o'clock. We're trying to wait to keep him on his routine. Routine's really important for him. So we try to get him up at the same time every day, have him eat at the same time, and take his pills at the same time and go to bed at the same time. That's our goal. It doesn't always work, but that's our goal. How's everyone else doing? You guys having a good, are people happy in the world? He's eating salad. He's eating some salad and some chicken that Danielle made last night, that we ate last night. So she made the salad for him, and she's putting the chicken and the broccoli in there. And he would have had a nice, really good, delicious piece of bread, but the dog decided to grab it and take it outside and then gobble it up. This big, nice, long baguette. Baxter. You moved from EG up to Redding. I mean, it's similar climates. It's you got nice Lake Shasta up there. That's pretty nice. Pismo Beach is even hot. Julie, I've got football recording, and as soon as I get off, I'll go watch whatever football is left. Routine is it, Tom. Absolutely. Routine is it. And, you know, doing the same things every day. They may not necessarily remember or even know that they remember, but they do tend to follow a routine, kind of, you know, like muscle memory. You know, like when I make my dad brush his teeth, and then the last thing we do is we rinse with some mouth rinse, and I say the same thing. I give him the same thing. You don't swallow. You just rinse as long as you can, and he'll sit there. It's so funny because he's like biotin or Listerine, whatever the hell it is, and he'll put it in his mouth, and when I tell him to do it as long as you can, it becomes like a contest for him. And he'll keep that stuff in his mouth, and I do it, and I know it starts to burn after a while. He'll keep it in. I finally have to go, Dad, you can spit it. And then he spits it out, and then he's ready. He accepts going to bed. It's really kind of an amazing thing when you stick to a routine. They just kind of respond naturally. It works really well for us. Danielle, what's for dinner? Tara Bear, we're going to have some Costco chicken burgers that she bought. I had a tuna sandwich for lunch, and I have no dessert, thank God, because whenever I have it, I eat it. I ate 2 frickin' candy bars last night. A Kit Kat and a Walmart Snickers.
Sorry, Jane.
You know, Walmart now makes like Snickers and on their own brand. Tasted all right. It wasn't exactly like a Snickers, but.
Ew.
Robbie's taking you to Vegas.
Let's go. It's not a red stripe, but it does look like it's a Coors Banquet. Yeah, it was Andrew's.
Ooh, Costco and sirloin burgers.
Yeah, those
I know
are
about
good.
them. Yeah,
those are good.
They're delicious.
Bonnie, I'm getting rid of people.
I don't like looking at the health things on those things, but they certainly taste good. I mean, put a big onion, tomatoes, some lettuce, some Thousand Island dressing, some mustard. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. It's good. They used to have. Oh, Andrew, he still his throat hurts. His throat hurts. Yeah. So I can hear him yelling upstairs. He's playing his games, but.
Miss Missy, that is going to go with you and Robbie. That
we have a
then I could go. That would make 4 people.
We have a couple different go-to salad dressings. One is a light balsamic, Ken's light balsamic vinaigrette. The other is the strawberry vinaigrette he buys. What's the brand of that?
Brianna's
or something.
It's got a big strawberry on it. It's my favorite dressing.
And then
he loves it too.
And I get the yogurt. I love the yogurt dressings too, like ranches and stuff. Good, Chotch. Yeah, they're pre-made.
Do I get cavities? That's a funny point because I lack on that. You know, when I do really, I do a good routine, getting my teeth brushed, flossed. I do all that stuff, but then when I go and eat at night, if I go out and I eat something, I don't always rebrush.
He gets up in the middle. He gets up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and gurgles with Listerine.
Yeah, so like if I ate at 1 o'clock,
shit.
Then I'm up all night long. It's really sad, but literally, I mean, between the dogs, between the heat, between my dad.
We can't have xylitol gum in the house because
the dog
almost died from xylitol gum. It's poison. It's poison for dogs.
G Hughes, sugar free. G Hughes, I'll have to remember that. Thank you for the heart. A hand heart. Yeah, Tracy, it sucks. I mean, I'm used to it because I've always had sleeping issues, but now it's not even sleeping issues. It's the issues that I have in the house and we do, we kind of bring it on ourselves.
I see that, Virginia.
Leaving the dogs in and letting them on the bed, that we kind of bring that on ourselves. How you doing, Arkansas? Thank you for the space, the galaxy.
Xanax and tea for sleep.
Thank you, Zach.
Personal trainer. I'm not no trainer. Hi, Shari.
What's the next trip planned? I have nothing. Oh, I have to drive to Palo Alto for a court case at the end of the month. That's my trip.
Ugh.
I appreciate that, Zach.
I'm not either. My freaking head is killing me. Hello from Houston.
I got Houston. We got Mars over here. Houston, we've got a problem. Are you gonna yawn through this whole thing? I mean, you're gonna put me to sleep. Wow, Zach, thank you so much.
Find time for your things, just the two of you. We don't. We don't have time for the two of us.
For a head rub.
Oh yeah, that feels good. Oh yeah. I was fine until I woke up.
I was fine until I woke up.
I do need. How do you cope with the lack of privacy? You just cope?
You wouldn't believe it. I mean, there is no.
We have none.
Last night we get up so many times.
Grandpa
and
came in the bed.
She was wearing her underwear.
I was in my underwear.
At some point, you're just like, you just don't care. You're so freaking tired. I'm like, can you just please get him? He goes into the bathroom and we listen. Sometimes he'll go in, he'll do his thing, and then he'll walk back out. But other times, the light will go on, the drawers start opening and closing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, can you get up? And so she just gets up. You're so tired. You don't.
I'm up in my underwear. I don't care.
You don't care.
And
There's
he came in early this morning too, and was leaning over us.
He walks right in.
Asking Dan if he was cold.
Right, waking me up to ask me if I was cold. And I've been in the own personal, what do you call it, porcelain, palace or whatever, sitting in there doing my thing in the morning, and he has no problem walking right up, and oftentimes I don't shut the door, but he'll come right up, and if it's halfway shut, he'll just open it up and just start asking me questions, talking to me. I'm just sitting there like.
He's done that
I don't know,
in the
Dad,
shower too. He's opened up the shower curtain.
Yeah, what's going on in here? Is
anyone
here? What are you doing in there? He just, yeah. And if we have to leave it open, because if we're away, he's going to keep looking for us, and if he doesn't find us, the chances are higher that he might go somewhere and fall. So everything's open. We could lock the door, but we don't, because it's more difficult. If I'm sitting on the porcelain potty and he's knocking at my front door, I'm going to be more worried about him. Is he going to turn and fall? So we just leave it open, and there's no privacy whatsoever.
So we can hear him.
The good news is he's going to forget. Whatever he sees, he's going to forget in 5 minutes.
You still get like, sometimes if I'm butt naked and he walks in, I still react like, Ed, I'm naked. Oh, that's okay, but can you answer?
He just doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's always been that way too. It's not, that my dad has never been vain, and he doesn't really respect that kind of privacy. If it's more important to find out what the question he's asking, like, where's my checkbook, or how's Mark? Is Mark eating breakfast? And to him, whether Mark is eating or not is more important than our personal vanity.
Right. Nakedness.
And it is the doctrine. And a lot of people that look at the videos and go, I don't know if I want to. My dad would be absolutely above and beyond the moon and thrilled with what we're doing because we're helping people. He doesn't have that kind of, worry about what people are going to think of him if they see him. And the reality is, when you see my dad, nobody looks and goes, that's a feeble old man. They go, that is somebody with some amazing class and character to deal with those, those deficiencies the way he does, with such humility and such grace. He's really, I would not be like him. He is singular, and it's amazing, and I'm really proud of him and proud of being able to share him.
But it's still difficult.
It's very difficult. And getting more difficult. I mean, it gets more difficult every month, every 2 months. I mean, we're now doing things that I
never
would have been like, oh my God, 2 years ago. But you just do them. You just up and do it. You do what you have to do. And, if I have to deal with a situation that is not pleasant, or doesn't smell that good, you just deal with it, right? You just do it. Kind of like you would with kids, You're not gonna.
But different. But different.
Bigger, just bigger and heavier, and with a mouth too, that can comment. But he's so good.
Boy, does he comment.
We're dealing with some difficult issues, and I'm dealing with them, and he's so easy to work with. I can't get into the details, but you can just imagine how. I can tell you, in the most intimate, difficult moments where you're dealing with the most personal of stuff, my dad's still a king. I mean, he deals with it unbelievably well. The way I direct him, and I'll set things up and he's wonderful that way. I'm really lucky that way, because this could be a lot more difficult if it was a different person, but You can't change the disease, but my dad seems to make it easy on us.
Well, in ways.
Well, I mean,
I mean, when you say it, you make it.
in those ways, you know, those uncomfortable, difficult moments, he's so matter of fact in his approach to things that, you know, it's not, you don't have to worry about vanity. He doesn't worry about, he's very matter of fact and just there, you know, everything's human, right? And everything's biological to him. So it just makes sense. And it's very nice to have someone who, despite his dementia, still has that quality of being, you know, he's logical about those kind of things. It has to be done. It has to be done. You just got to do it. If you don't do it, the result's worse than, you know. So we're lucky in that way.
You do what you got to do.
I am doing tours tonight. That's because I'm out. So one of Andrew's friends brought over a 6-pack of this banquet beer, and it's been in there for a week. So what was his name? Lucas. Lucas, thank you for the beer. But I did take him to a concert, so
You did, and he drank a lot more beer.
Yeah, he got a lot of free beer at the concert. So.
No, that's always there, clueless.
Corona, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, in essence, like, yes, it's harder for the family than it is for the person because he's in heaven for the most part.
Am I a Libra? Are you asking me what my politics are or what my sign is?
Your
I'm
sign.
unsure. Oh, I'm a Scorpio. I think it's like a Libra or a, you know.
Well, it says it does.
I'm not too familiar with all the different animals that they have. You know, like Leo and whale.
Gatlinburg.
Yeah, they got a whale. They got a Scorpio. I got the coolest because I'm
What
a
are you
Scorpio.
talking about?
I'm a scorpion. You know, that's the tail that goes in. Scorpion, one of those. What?
Nothing.
The age of Aquarius. What the hell is Aquarius? Is that a marine animal or is it like a tank that holds marine animals?
Got the ick. Oh my god. Are you watching that show?
Oh no.
Are you watching the show? Who's watching? That is so funny. Danielle's got the ick. And if you're watching this show, I'm watching, then you would know.
Robbie, where am I acting? I haven't tried to act yet. That's next.
Oh Lord. Hocus Pocus. No, it wasn't from Hocus Pocus. Well, I mean, it could be. You picked up a scorpion. Oh my gosh.
The show was
Your new puppy.
Casey Musgraves.
No, not that show.
Oh. Sorry. I'm still on what I was talking about. What are you talking about? A television
The
show?
show.
Some kind of Housewives or
No,
something?
I'm not. I'm watching. Dan always bitches about everything. It doesn't matter what show
She
I put
watches
on.
the absolute
I've been
worst
watching
of
a
worst
really
on
cute
television.
show, and you just don't watch
Which
it.
one?
Every time you say, "What is this?
Which
What is
one?
this? What is this? What is this? What
Well,
is
I'm
this?"
just telling you, the Housewives, they're
with
the most
Kristen Bell.
unlikable people.
With Kristen Bell and
I like Kristen
Adam
Bell.
Brody. That's what I've been watching.
Oh, well, I like Kristen Bell. Oh, is that show?
Yes.
Oh, that's Kristen Bell?
Yep.
I mean, I haven't seen her since like Saved by the Bell, but I know she wasn't in. But that other than that show, you know, those housewife shows and that Jersey stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Rose passed away. One of the greatest hitters.
Yeah, thank you. Nobody Wants This is the name of the
Steer will
Netflix
bounce
show.
out. That's for
Nobody Wants
Moneymaker.
This. I always forget what the name of it is. Nobody Wants This. It is the best thing. Oh, I still watch The Sister Wives. So yeah, Nobody Wants This. It's the cutest things.
That's another one. That what's that guy's name? Okie or
Cody.
Doki? Cody. What a douche. What a
Yes.
douche.
But, I mean, you almost have to be a douche to believe in polygamy.
I mean, I don't care about polygamy. He's just a douche.
Of course you don't.
I mean, I'm not.
I mean, any man.
Any man would be freaking crazy to
I
have.
mean, any man who has multiple wives.
Is crazy. Absolutely insane.
I don't watch ridiculousness. I don't watch. Hi, Rosie's. Oh, she itching. She itching to face. What channel is the Menendez brothers on? I think that's on Netflix. No, Shari, not yet. Not yet. I will though when I'm done.
It's Monday.
How do I
Monday.
Why do you both spend so much time on social media?
What else are we gonna do?
God, because we're
Honestly.
addicted to it. We
I'm
can't help
quite-
ourselves. I need to
I get up in the
feel.
morning, I gotta film myself.
I
I gotta
have
put
to.
myself on social media.
I have to. It
I
gives
live
me
for the likes. I
ego.
live for the likes. If I don't have like
Ego.
50 likes or like
God,
oxygen.
it gives me the ego I need to
food.
get through the day.
Yes.
It gives me the patience to deal with Ed.
No, it's a necessity. I mean, I
It's
don't
a
know what people
necessity.
did before
It's like
social
food
media.
and drink. You
My
need
God.
it.
You need it.
Yeah.
I need to sit here and look at myself and talk to you guys. I have to do it.
Yeah, it's great.
Are you
Everybody-
watching The Tulsa King?
No, I don't know. I thought that was a movie. Hi, Operator Dave. So no, I
Thank
am
you.
in need of the social medias. It gives me life, gives me passion.
Charlie, we you know,
Yeah, her
as
name
much
is
as
Karen.
we're on social media, it's not, you know, I will tell you, we have a Zoom, right? And if you include that as social media, that's a lot. And I do bitch at her a lot. Not so much this amount of social media that she's on, but when she's done, I often, you'll hear this conversation, I'll be like, why are you bringing your phone in? Now you're all day on social media, now you're reading the comments and that crap. I'm done at the end of the night, right? And when I get off this, I'm not.
Oh, here
I'm
we
done
go again.
with social
Yes,
media.
why is that?
So I do.
He's so selfish because that's the thing. I'm running around all day. I don't have time to do my work. So at night when I get in bed, that's my time. But yet he gets mad because he's
No, I'm saying
ready.
we gotta.
And he's done.
My idea is put your phone away at the end of the day. You don't need to
I'm
always
working.
be on it. And I don't mean on it like on a video, but even spending that much time on it to me gets a little monotonous.
Yeah, because you're on it all day long.
I'm
while
not
I'm,
on it all day
while I'm
long.
hustling and bustling
You
around
think
the
I'm
house.
on it, but
You
I'm like, what did
are on it.
what did I
you
do
are
today?
on some form of social media.
I'm working. I mean, I'm like writing
So am
stuff.
I.
I'm responding to emails.
So am I.
I mean, things that actually make money.
So am I.
Ads,
So am I.
You don't have to write your shit. You just post it and you're done. I have to write stuff. I got to get it
So now you're
approved.
undervaluing what I do on my side.
I didn't say that at all. I'm just saying I kind of agree that too much time on social media is not complete. There is a point of diminishing marginal returns or diminishing marginal utility. Kylie, you know why divorce is not coming? Kyle, I'll tell you. Because this right here. We are communicating right now. We're getting it out there. We're talking. That was just a little, and I get it out in a way we never would have these conversations if we weren't on live. But this gives us the opportunity
Is
to
Corn on
voice.
social media?
And we're a little competitive.
Candace wants to know. And by the way, guess who's almost making it more than Dan is? Me. In the
Making
social
what?
medias.
Making
So
what?
Danielle's rising. Dan's plateauing. So
I'm a plateau. But I don't. That's not my. I mean, I just see it as a platform, to do other things.
you just said how much more yours was important than what I did.
Well, I'm doing things I'm working. Like, I'm not making a thing. I'm actually making an ad that has nothing to do with social media.
Yeah,
it just gets published on
mine's
social
not
media.
work at all.
You do a lot of work, and I'm saying that's fine. I'm saying at the end of the day, when you're done with your work.
But I'm not done because I've been working around the house and I haven't had, like today it was 3 o'clock and you said, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm trying to get some work in because I haven't done it anymore today.
That, I take issue with that. Danielle is more entertaining.
Yes, thank
Robin,
you, Robin.
I take issue with that.
Thank you, Robin.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Robin.
I think that I am quite entertaining. Not only in person, but in the way I cut my video. I think I am We are the entertainer.
Can Can you do construction?
I am the entertainer. I know just what to do.
As men put their brains away before the end of the day. Do they?
If I
do
don't
they ever,
stay on the charts,
Jan,
I'll be putting them
do
back
they
in the
ever
discount rack
leave
like
their brains
another
out?
can of beans.
His other
My
brains
parents
are out at the end of the night, and that's why he wants me off my phone.
Nobody
because
made dinner yet, Kels. I know you're trying to get one in for her, but no. I mean, dinner tonight is taking something out of the package and putting it in a toaster oven. And then the biggest preparation will be me pouring my mustard on top of it. Damn, there's more to it. I agree. I think I try and be entertaining.
Coming from a Karen who was just bitching about something else.
That wasn't a Karen. It was a different name.
Her name was Karen.
Was her name really Karen? Karen, you should change your screen name. If you're going to comment, I mean, I would never have thought that, but.
And of course it's a Karen that's saying, Dan, I appreciate you more. And that was the Karen who just originally bitched at me for something. Oh, Karen.
You know, this beer's got more of a kick than the other crap.
Well, yes, because it's not a light fucking
I mean,
beer.
I got a buzz.
Ugh.
That's good. You never know where we're gonna go. Billy Idol? What song you want me to sing? I saw Billy Idol in concert, and I saw him walk out. He got pissed off. Somebody threw a chair on stage. It didn't hit him, but it came close to him. He got pissed off and walked off the stage. He was at the Cow Palace in San Francisco 30 years ago. And he just frickin' left the stage, you know, right in the middle of White Wedding or something.
Mm-hmm.
Billy!
Dan
I don't
never
remember what happened after that. I probably passed
appreciates
out.
all
and got
my
carried
hard
out.
work.
I do appreciate all your hard work. And you are contributing financially, sure, and you're working for that. I know you're scrambling for that. You know, my work's different. I just do an ad. You know, you push the product, and I respect that. But I'm saying at the end of the day, you know.
At the end of the day, I'm still working.
Come home to Dan.
Exactly.
Come home to Dan. At the end of the day.
Exactly.
I'm here for you.
Exactly.
I'm here to make your night better.
Well, you can help me with my work since you're.
I'm also working, and I'm also doing law work on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not every day,
so
all
it's
day.
keeping up with the house and the
No,
bills
you do
and
all
the
that.
taxes and
All
the
that.
rental and the roofs and.
The roofs, absolutely. All that stuff. And I'm grateful.
He's probably picking up stuff from his good.
I think Melissa's talking to you, Danielle. She said leave for a week and see what that. Listen, you'd be surprised, Melissa, and I'll tell you why. She's going to leave for like 4 days or something when she goes back to Nashville to visit her family. And I will step up and do whatever I have to do. That's me. I'll sit in my chair. You know, if it's not urgent and I don't have to get up, I certainly will fade into the lazy, routine. But if I have to do it, I do it. I think it's an ADHD thing. If she's gone and I have to get up and I have to do what I have to do, I just do it, and I'll continue to do it until I don't have to, and I can get back in the chair. He's questioning the pills, and that means he's actually kind of good. I'm Tim Walsh. I wish I was a football coach. I do love to coach football.
Yep, keep going.
I don't even know what a Stepford wife is. I've heard it, but someone tell me what that is. And I'm trying to read YouTube as well, because you guys have some great questions that I miss, and I apologize for that. So a lot of people have some really good questions over there. You just saw Dirk Bentley at Cal Expo? I don't know who that is, but I know where Cal Expo is. I won't be lost when she's gone. I will get through it, and I will be grateful when she gets home. I will be absolutely grateful. But I will get through that period. And if the plane crashed and she never came back, I would get through that too. I would just do it.
Just want to make sure.
You just have to do what you have to do in life. That's a lesson. You just have to frickin' do it sometimes.
Well, yeah, he just does the bare minimum when I'm gone.
Veronica, I don't know if I would be a good coach.
He
because
doesn't.
I'm really
He doesn't
hard.
He doesn't do
on
everything. He doesn't do everything I do when I'm gone. Let's be real. He doesn't do all that. But he does the bare minimum. What he has to do. No, he won't water my plants. I'll have to get Andrew to do that. Yeah.
I'll look at Dirks Bentley. I think I've heard the name, maybe, but I have a client named Dirks too, so I could be thinking of that. No, I don't do the minimum at all.
The minimum.
Okay, on some things, but like when it comes to what's important, like my dad, when we take a shower, I don't do the minimum. I mean, I make
That's
sure.
not what I'm talking about.
You know,
That's
3
not
different
what I'm
times,
talking about.
everything,
That's
and
not what I'm talking about.
I'm like, I'm not going to go out and mow the back 40, but.
Right. And Andy.
What are my thoughts on the TikTok situation? Nate, nobody knows right now.
Andrew.
We don't know. I mean, I saw the
got a
questions
virus.
that they asked in the
He's got some
hearing,
virus.
and my guess, the most likely thing is that there's going to be a decision, and let's assume it's against TikTok. Let's assume that, because if it's for TikTok, it goes away. But if it's against TikTok, most likely there'll be an appeal to the United States Supreme Court. The decision will be staged. TikTok will stay the way it is until the Supreme Court weighs in. And I have no idea. I mean, I've been surprised by a lot of court decisions in the last couple of years. So it would shock the hell out of me if they took speech away from half the country, or 180 million users, however many people are using it in this country. But I would not be shocked. I would be dismayed. I'd be upset. I would be, and not because of that I'm on it. That makes it even worse because it affects me personally, but because it affects so many people. And there's so many people out there that actually make a living and depend on TikTok for their survival and their family's survival, to pay the rent, there's so many businesses on it. I think it would just be absolutely, it would be a very significant thing, but I honestly can't tell you what's going to happen until the Supreme Court rules on the issue. I suspect everything will stay the same until we hear from the Supreme Court. Did my name get written down? I don't know.
We have to hurry. I'll come on with a lot of extra work. Yeah.
I don't think that it's either party. I can tell you from being in DC that both parties have let me down on the TikTok issue. It's equal in both parties. I mean, there were some Republican supporters and there were some Democratic supporters, but the overwhelming majority of both parties voted to just make it go away. And it's really troubling. And they did it with such speed and without making any evidence of anything nefarious public. And that's really troubling. Just with the threat. It's the threat. It's a national security threat. Kind of the same arguments that took us into Iraq. It's a threat. We don't know for sure, but there's a threat in there. And then 20 years later, and hundreds of thousands of lives, we found out, there was no weapons of mass destruction or anything else there. It's the same kind of reckless governmental action. And this time, instead of, in some foreign country somewhere where there was a lot of death and suffering, it's right here that the people are going to be deprived of their fundamental right to speech. And I hold that opinion strongly. And it's more, I hold it more as a lawyer than I do as a TikTok creator.
TikTok creator.
And Marlene, it's going to get harder and harder to distinguish what the truth is, both with what's happening in society and the advances of AI, where, I don't know if you've seen these hilarious videos of the 49er GM, just, they do AI and they say just ridiculous things about the players that they would never say. And it looks real and it's entertaining, but the reality is, that could be a politician saying things. It's really scary, and finding the truth and figuring out what the truth is going to be a challenge for us going forward. And Dot, I'm worried too. And remember, what happens here, is going to start happening everywhere in the world. If AI and misrepresentation and lies are going to be prolific and impact elections here, it will start happening everywhere. It's just reality. I mean, technology can be scary. It can be great, but it's also scary.
You done?
Elon, Elon is another character for me. I'm you need people like Elon to bring change to the world, but I'm worried that that guy with some really kind of, not his politics or who he's supporting, but some other things that he's done, and he's becoming really powerful with, I mean, not only controlling one of the largest social media apps in the world, and one of the most go-to sites for information and news, but he's controlling 2/3 of all the satellites in the world. And that's a lot of power to invest in one person who might be a genius in some areas, but he might be quite deficient in other areas. You can listen to his brother. I mean, there's a saying he lacks empathy and the ability to put himself in the shoes of other people or understand how other people feel, right? And so that's a problem. What's he doing?
Coffee? Drinking?
His mind may be mathematical, it may be way more complicated than mine. Okay. Are you gonna put her out or what? Oh my God. I don't know. No bark. We gotta do something with that, because I can't, it hurts my ears. I'll get her something and get her out of here.
Where are you gonna put her out?
I'm gonna put her in my room, because I can't listen to her bark.
Mm-mm.
Look what I got for the cocoa. Look what I got for the cocoa. Yeah, the cocoa.
Isabella, I mean, I no, we don't go into any caregiver support groups, but
They know.
I'll go Daniel.
Oh, they know. They know. Come on.
I know, and he just throws her in there.
Go get it.
Andrew's giving me his Dano pausing. Yeah.
Good dog.
What would Dan do if
Good
wasn't there to
dogs.
help with Ed? What would Dan do if? What would Dan? He wouldn't do it if I wasn't here to help him with Ed. He couldn't do it by himself.
I would do it by myself. I absolutely would. Would I be? I don't know if I would be on social media. I don't know if I would have any hair left. I don't think that it would be. I mean, I'm grateful to have the help that I have to allow me to do it. I would do it, but it would just be that much harder. I know I could do it because there's thousands, tens of thousands of people that do it alone, that are doing it right now. They're out there, they might be on here right now, doing it alone. And those people are really the heroes.
Hi from Brazil. Oh, sorry. Oh, you don't like eating?
No,
Ice?
No,
Oh,
not
so
on ice.
let's
I don't like
remember.
eating
Let's
or
remember.
ice.
Okay, let's remember the face you just made, and when you come in the middle of the night eating
I'm
all
not,
hours of the
Danielle,
night.
we're on in front of people. I don't eat. It's totally different.
No, not totally different.
All right.
Same thing. Oh, Jody, your women are coming in for you. Of course, Dan could do it all by himself.
I could, and I would, and I will when she's gone. I will do it all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. She puts DS on there so other people don't copy them. I don't know what it does, but stay there, Coach. Stay there.
Oh my God, GSR, me too. I swell up with mosquitoes. Well, Dan couldn't do the house and couldn't do Ed and couldn't do all of that stuff. There's no way. I know, sorry, Shauna. I got that stupid Oreo cookie pepper Coke. It's not that good.
I missed it. Oh, gotcha. And the other funny thing is, my own social media consumption, right? I try and post good videos. That's my first and foremost. I believe that, success on social media doesn't come down to algorithms, or I think it comes down to posting quality content. So I really try and do that on my channels. But the channels that I watch the most, like, or I enjoy watching, are actually my wife's channels. But Danielle, her Mrs. D Cell NorCal 3, because she posts more about us and our personal, like, it's more like these lives that you see on her channel. So I enjoy, because it's more me. The stuff that I post on my channels has, some to do with with me, but more it's about my life dealing with my dad, right? That's fitting, and in different ways that I deal with him, and I try and be entertaining. Hey, Pop.
There, Dan. No, I gotta go to bed.
Okay. Thank you, dear.
I had a good dinner, so I'm fine.
I'm glad you had a good dinner. And so when I'm watching videos, I actually enjoy her channel more than mine. It's selfish because I'm in a lot of them, but and the ones I'm not in, my wife's in. So to me, it's weird. Personally, the smaller videos, they don't do as well, but those are more entertaining for me than the videos I do with my dad, because those are set up to cover my life. They're not just random.
Oh, look, it's Karen again. Hi, Karen.
Karen, so posting things, we do, she definitely posts personal, but you have to realize the stuff that when we talk about stuff like ourselves, they are real issues, right? But we're not talking about really personal stuff, I'm not talking about, her anatomy or, the difficulty. I'm not talking about things like that. We talk about things that are pretty, I think, randomly normal in marriages.
Not just that, but Karen missed the part where you were
attacking
No,
Karen.
I'm attacking Karen.
Okay.
Karen missed the part where you said you enjoy watching those
right.
videos.
So, and
Karen,
what we do in those videos, now I'm trying to explain what we do in the videos, is we take our issues, the ones that we're willing to talk about online, like the fact that I don't get it as often as I want it. I think that's a pretty common characteristic. And so when I talk about that, or we do it, I will, I'm not holding back. I'm letting out things that I probably would never say to her in real life, but want to, because who wants to get into a fight? What's it going to do? But when we're online, we have no choice but to sit here and listen, because, we just can't just get up and walk away. So I can say things and communicate things through social media or these lives that I would never say, personally. And so things might fester a lot more because, I'm just going, fuck, it's not worth it. I don't want to deal with it. But when she takes out a camera, all right, you want to go through it? Let's talk about it. But these things are not ultra personal. I don't get enough sex. Okay. I think 1,000% of men would probably say the same thing, except for the luckiest few, that have that lucky lifestyle. What else do we argue about? I leave a mess in the kitchen.
typical.
Probably pretty typical. That's real. It happens. What else do we talk about?
Every day.
I don't know what else do you
Dental
say.
floss.
Dental floss trees. I leave the dental floss around. I mean, these things are not ultra like marriage breakup type stuff. Mm-hmm. They're just dealing with issues.
It's the monotonous shit that happens every day that we're just coping with. That's
and we try and we let it out, and I think it's entertaining
Talk about
because
your corn. Yeah.
it's in the corn, right? It's entertaining because people relate. It's real, mm-hmm. But it's not ultra personal where I cringe.
Pouches.
I do, sometimes you cross the line with other people, like
I love it.
maybe that's a bad trait and a bad quality, and I'll call it out. Like with the kids or with other family members, sometimes I go to her and go, you shouldn't really talk about other people, that, especially my family, because they're not on here to defend themselves or say anything. I can always defend myself. I have the platform, but this is everyday stuff, and we are trying to be entertaining without being fake. We're showing you, real arguments, but they're not the kind of thing that, you know,
People say
I'm
that all the
calling
time.
a divorce.
People
a
ever
divorce
say
lawyer.
that, oh my God, divorce is coming. Why? Because he leaves fucking messes everywhere, leaves his nicotine pouches out. Now, if you divorce somebody over that, then you got some real problems. This is shit that I cope
I
with
mean, that
every
little
day.
shit can blow up and do things. I see it, but
And Karen,
I apologize, Karen.
why?
Because you're really getting on her.
Because she's on my ass,
Right,
and I'm gonna get on hers.
But
Karen,
she's being
Karen.
honest. She's not being a troll.
Karen, one more thing. It takes a team in a marriage, honey.
Absolutely,
And
it
he enjoys to be in those videos, honey. That's why he's there. If there was a video he didn't like, do you think he would want me to post it? And we are having fun. We are laughing.
Now,
we are
I do
enjoying
say you're crazy to post that, but if I did say don't post that, she wouldn't post it. Or I'd probably stop right in the middle of it and go, I don't want this on
And
the air.
he's done that a couple times.
I have done that. If
To
it
ruin
crosses
it.
certain lines, I'll stop it.
And I'm like, great.
I mean, everything you see is real. You know, that's the beauty of it. Those are real. They're not scripted. When she turns the fucking camera on, I'm realizing the camera's on while it's rolling. That's real. And you can't duplicate that. That's unique for most
really, it drives me
posters.
nuts.
They don't normally, most people have things that
Hi,
are more
squirter.
controlled. We have uncontrolled videos. We just do it,
And it's fun. I mean,
It
how
is
many-
fun.
Karen,
Anyway.
you gotta look at the people who also comment and give us the views and giggle, and they say, my husband too, girl. Karen, come on.
All right, enough on Karen. We got to remember, Karen, I guess you can write, but if you really wanted to, if I'm going to
Karen, you want to come in a box and
If
we
I'm
can
going-
chat?
if I'm going to, give anybody a tap like this, I'll give them an opportunity to come on.
Karen, you want to come in my box?
She hasn't said anything that,
No,
know.
she comes in after me. She supports you and then comes after me. So I'm just giving her.
you got your support. You got someone who wants to take you to Vegas.
That's Robbie.
I know.
He's nice.
I know.
Not a Karen. Fuck.
If it was a woman that liked me, she would be a Karen though. By the way, Bosa finally had a good game.
She wants to get in Dan's box. That she does.
I don't have a box.
I know, damn.
You want to do it or you want me to do
No,
it?
I've been up 5 times.
All right.
Your turn.
Pop, that's he eating?
I wanna sleep in here, is that all right?
You are, but it's not time to sleep yet, Pop. Let's go in here and we stay up until at least 6 o'clock.
Well, we'll see.
We'll keep you up. I know, it's all right, Dad. You gotta keep your routine. Hey, what time is it right now?
It's
Put it on the
5:45.
middle.
It's too early to go to bed, Pop.
It's way too early.
Well, it depends what time you get up this morning.
Well, you got up about your normal time.
It's not easy, Kevin.
You want to talk to 1,000 people or do you want to watch
2
TV?
days ago, I thought of you guys.
No, we're gonna watch.
That was.
Then let me walk you through
You
here.
should have
We're gonna
yelled.
talk to a lot of
We
people.
would've
I'm
waited.
talking to a lot of people. You can talk if you want. Come,
Anybody I know?
well, come over here. You probably don't know anybody. Walk over here slowly.
Okay, I'll walk slowly.
You can say hi.
Okay, hi.
Just say, you can stand.
Come sit
I'm
up.
not going to sit him down. I don't think he wants to sit down.
Who are you talking to
Well,
here?
you're talking to a lot of people that we don't know, Pop.
Well, they won't know me either.
They know you, Dad,
Why would they know me?
because you're famous.
Cause I'm what?
You're famous.
I'm famous. What am I famous for?
You're famous for being Ed.
Well, that's no big deal.
Dad, you're famous. Just trust me, you're famous.
Well, I didn't want Danielle to get up and go.
Well, believe me, that's all right. She don't
No,
mind.
it's all right.
What you doing? All right. So yeah, we're talking to all these different people from all over the place,
Oh,
Pop.
okay, that's all right too.
And they all know you because they watch you on the show, on
Really?
the Ed Show. Yeah. Look, these people are all talking to you, Pop. What do you think of that?
I don't understand it.
I know you don't understand it, but because you get on videos and people watch you and they've fallen in love with you, Dad. People have absolutely fallen in love with you. Just you being you. I get to deal with it every day. These people see it on videos and they've really fallen for you. That's how you're famous, Dad. I mean, look at this. All these people are talking to you from all over the world too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's some people in Europe, in Africa, in South America, every state, all 50 states, there's people, and they're all talking to you, Dad.
Well, why have I got two?
Because there's two different cameras. You're
Different-
talking to 400 people over here and 1,000 something people over here.
Over where?
On this one right here.
1,000?
They were talking to, yeah, like 1,500. It's a lot of people, Pop.
I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, how does it feel to be famous?
All right, I'll ask you that question. I'm not famous. You are.
You are famous, Pop.
I'm not famous.
Well, any notoriety I have is because of you.
Because of me.
Because of you.
How did I earn that?
Dad, you just did. There's no answer, there's no formula, but a lot of people got to see you and a lot of people fell in love with you. I don't know why, Pop, but something about you is really endearing to people.
Well,
Pop.
that's your opinion, but I don't think that's the case.
Well, I think my opinion is backed up by a whole lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they're saying, we love Ed. We love Ed. Hello, Dr. Salinger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I see all that.
Yeah, that's all for you,
I
Pop.
was on the one, not on the
It's
video.
all for you, Pop. All these people, these things going crazy right now. I got another 500 people jumped on here in the last 2 minutes that you've been on here, Pop. It's all for you, Dad. You're special. Here for Ed. Love Ed. I'm not kidding. Look, Pops, best friend, we're here for you. We just want your attention. Hey, Dr. Ed. Hi, Ed from Ohio. Hello, Mr. Ed. Dad, look at that. Why are all these people here for you? I mean, this is not a small amount of people.
No.
You got 2,000 people here right now that are here because you're here.
Well, they just got nothing else to do but look and see who these people are that they know or know of.
Well, Pop, they know of you and they like to watch you, Dad.
Well, we'll see.
It's happening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You have any questions for me, Dad?
Not right now.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for my dad? We're going to get a million questions now. People from San Jose. Somebody's giving you a heart, Pop. He's a very humble man. And he's a very grateful man. I will tell you that every single day, no fewer than 5 times does he tell me, I appreciate what you're doing for me, Dan. When he's with it, you know, and it could be at night, we're changing, you know, I'm changing him and we're helping him get to bed, helping him brush his teeth, and he takes the time to articulate how appreciative he is. Really special. You don't catch most of that on camera. I mean, they're just quick, but it's like, you know, he says to me every day, I really appreciate what you're doing. Every single day. He looks tired. He is tired. He was about to go to bed, but he's got to stay up till at least 6:30 to keep him on track. How you feeling today, Pop?
I'm feeling okay, normal.
You had a couple of good walks today. We went out. We took some
Yeah,
walks.
they weren't good walks, but they were walks.
Yeah, there were walks. I thought they were pretty good.
Did you come with me?
I went with you every single walk, Dad.
Oh, okay, good.
Absolutely.
I stay in good shape.
Sandra asked the question. If I see it, I'll put it to him.
Like what?
People are going to ask questions for you, Pop. He's not sundowning at the moment. No, thank God.
What should I tell them about you?
Well, I'm me, Dad. I'm me.
Well, that doesn't tell them that.
Pop, you want to go to Las Vegas and play some blackjack? You want to play some blackjack in Las Vegas?
No,
All right. How about some slot machines?
no.
No, are you not a gambler?
I am a gambler.
You are. What do you gamble on?
Life in general.
All
I'm
right.
not talking to you.
You're gambling with me.
I'm
But,
gambling that I live in this area right now.
well, I guess life is a gamble, but you don't like to gamble money, right? You don't like to play the lottery.
Only
or-
if I win.
well,
What do you got there?
that's a beer, Pop.
What is it?
That's alcohol. It's a beer.
A
It's,
beer?
it's like this right here.
Oh, your Coors, that's good.
It's a Coors beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right to drink that to go to bed, all right.
Yeah, that'll put me to bed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with my dad. I only like gambling if I win. I couldn't have said it better myself. Take them to the salt flats and drive. I did, you guys, I'm sure that viewer saw The World's Fastest Indian.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a movie, The World's Fastest Indian. And it's one of my favorite movies, and I will
Where
tell
is it?
you, Pop, I will tell you, this is the person who turned me on to that movie. He had The World's Fastest Indian, and it's one of my favorite movies. It really is a good movie.
Huh.
It's got the, Hannibal
Wow.
Lecter is in it. The actor, not the character. What do you see, Pop? Did you used to stay in campgrounds in the motorhome? Where would you stay in the motorhome? Do you remember?
To where?
Whenever you went somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure I stayed.
In campgrounds? Like
Mm.
KOA?
Yeah, something like that.
Do you know what KOA is? KOA?
No.
Campgrounds of America?
What is it?
Campgrounds of America.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
No.
I know there are some, but I didn't know what they are or where they are.
I don't know either, Pop, because I wasn't on those trips. How you doing in Connecticut? And Pops keeps looking at the beer. He's not a beer drinker. He's not a drinker, never has been.
Yeah.
He drank a half a beer, I think, 2 years ago on a live, but that was about it.
Yeah, I know what I've been doing. What is it?
It's Daniel's water. You can have some. It's just water.
Ice water. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
You don't want ice water?
Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Pop. You know what I do now?
No.
I'm retired.
You what?
I'm retired
For right now.
for right now.
Yeah, well, that's all right. You know, nothing. Yeah, there are some that you don't go into it. And the ones where.
I'm retired from the law, Pop.
Yeah, I know from the. Well, I'm not talking about the law. I'm talking about the DC, the places that we have in our business, or in your business.
I'm not sure what you mean, but
Well, you're the head of a diesel
a diesel?
a program.
I was a lawyer, Pop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You told me you made one of your customers. Would you make a computer? No,
Pop, I'm a lawyer,
I
Pop.
know. Well, that's why I can't tell. This is one of the latter one of your.
Pop, Danielle,
Yeah.
let's go. Dad, it's
Well,
all right.
not-
It's all right.
Yeah, it's not that dangerous.
No.
Not that important.
I'm retired. You're retired, Pop. You're retired, Doc. There's Danielle.
Good afternoon.
She's retired.
Danielle's not going to retire. She'll be busy.
You know, she's always busy.
She's young.
Yep, she's young, Pop, and we're old. You and me are old.
A lot older than Danielle. that's
We're
for
older
sure.
than Danielle.
But that doesn't mean we retire from practice.
Well, Pop, you retired and I retired. You've been retired for a lot of years now. You put a lot of years in, Pop. You did your time. You did your service. You helped a lot of people. And now in your retirement, you're helping a lot more.
That's good.
I know you would really love that, Pop, and I know you would be so proud if you knew how many people you're helping with what you do every day. You would really be happy
You're that
about that.
person.
You're that person, Dad. You're
No,
that
you
guy.
are, because you don't know how many people you help every day.
Pop, you are that guy. You're that guy.
Well, you think it is, but I'm not.
You are that guy.
The people who are really bad that are with me,
Yeah.
they have to get it on me. They wish they didn't have to.
Pop, you're here helping people. It just by getting on camera, you're helping people. You're helping.
I want to help people.
I know you do. That's your whole life. You wanted to help people, and you're doing it in your retirement. And you'd be shocked at how many people you're actually helping, Dad. I get messages every day from people that are grateful that you come on and help people every day, just by getting on these videos.
Oh, that's very nice. I like to hear that.
I know you do.
I like
I
to
know.
help people, but it isn't always easy to help people.
It's not always easy, Pop, and you're doing it without even trying.
Yeah.
That's the amazing thing.
Yeah.
You're really doing amazing,
Well,
Pop.
there are lots of people out there who need care and will take care whenever it comes by their way.
You're out. You know, this man is extremely smart, and you know, even though he's not articulating himself, you can hear him. He knows he's helping people who need to be cared for. He gets it, you know. He gets it inside, and I truly believe that. You know, this disease is horrible, but I think there's a lot more that he carries inside than the disease lets out. I think inside, it's there, and it's quite amazing what you do, Dad. And the people that are watching you right now are just proof of that. That
Could be, I don't know, yeah, it could be.
Well, you should be really proud of yourself, Pop.
I'm not on myself proud of the people who helped me.
Well,
They're the good people.
I'm proud of you, and your whole family's proud of you. All your kids are proud of you for what you do and the people that you help. You have no idea. Your videos are used in nursing programs around the country to educate people on how to deal with old age because of you, Pop. That's because of you. So you are helping.
What did I do with old age? I gotta figure that.
Pop, you just handle it gracefully. You handle your issues, your aging issues, with a grace and a humility that is endearing to so many different people.
Oh, I like to hear that, and I help with that.
You do, and you certainly
I do
do.
help at all. I like to help people, particularly kids, but the elder or kids growing up. Let them know what the world is really like.
Yeah, you do, and you know a lot of people think if people ask the question, would he have wanted to do this if he knew about it like 40 years ago? Would he have agreed to do what he's doing? And you know, all of my siblings agree he would be all over it. He would love to do what he's doing and love the fact that he's helping people. And I think you can see that just hearing him, despite his deficiencies in his age and the disease, you can hear what kind of person he is underneath. And he is an amazing man.
Well, you're making me sound really positive, but I'm not that good as you say.
Well, Pop, nobody is perfect, Dad. I am certainly not perfect, but that's all right. People can look past your imperfections and my imperfections and see a truly wonderful story about a family that's really close and loves each other. That's what you're showing the world. You're showing the world love, Dad.
It is interesting.
It is very interesting. And
I can't read that.
well, that's your shirt. That says, where's my keys, where's my checkbook, and how's Mark? That's from the videos, Pop. That's someone sent you
couldn't
that.
read it.
Yeah, because the camera reverses stuff.
I want to help people here because they're all decent people. Basically, they are decent people.
These are all decent people. That's why they're on here watching you, Pop.
And there's a lot of good fathers and mothers around here watching their young kids do things.
Absolutely, Dad.
So,
You're doing great. What do you want to do now? Do you want to watch TV? Do you want to sit here and talk?
well, you don't want to sit here and talk. I know that. You got a lot of stuff to do.
I'm going to sit here and talk, but I want to know what you want to do. You want to watch TV?
Yeah, I'll watch it for a while.
Hey, dear?
Unless there's something specific for me to do.
All right, well, Danielle will take you and you can watch some TV. I don't want you to get tired out. You did great again tonight, Dad. Thanks for sitting down.
Where is Danielle?
I'm waiting for her right now. Are you there? She's coming, Pop.
Oh, she's not here.
She's coming. Hang on. Andrew's okay. I think Danielle just brought him up some
Good.
food or some dessert.
I brought him up some soup.
Okay.
All right, Pop. Let's go. You go watch some TV.
Come on, come sit down.
Go watch some
Come
TV,
follow me.
Pop.
What?
Come with me.
Oh, okay. All right, Dan. Thank
All right, Pop.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Wait.
Wait, yeah.
I have to get a system to help
Thank
get
you.
you up.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, Pop. Thank you for sitting. I appreciate it.
I was gonna take something to eat.
You already ate. Go sit down there.
You know, it's getting tougher and tougher to bring him on. You know, where he's in a position like that because he's, you know, for most of the day he's not capable of doing what he just did, but he just did it, and I think he gets a little bit of adrenaline from you guys, He knows that there's people out there, and it's kind of like when we have people in the house, where he'll come to life. When Josh is here with the little ones, he'll come to life. It does tire him out, and that's why I don't really prolong it, because it does tire him out. Randy, I'm a criminal attorney. Thank you. I appreciate all the warm wishes, and a quick follow would be greatly appreciated. And I gotta pee here. Your mom is bedridden with a UTI. That's one of our worst fears, is to where if he was stuck in bed, I don't think he would last very long that way, and because he's always been so active. YSL, spell that out. YSL. Tell me who that is. It's just not clicking. It probably should. I'm the way I am with my dad, because I don't see any other way to be. It's so difficult dealing with this, and I can't bear to watch him when he's having those moments. So, what was that?
Feather.
What?
A feather. You had a feather.
Oh, I had a feather in my cap. I gotta pee. Thank you.
Yeah. He does how, his relationship with his dad has been the way it's always been, He hasn't changed. I mean, he's changed in the way that we have to care for him, but, his behavior's not changed towards his dad any other way. I mean, it is what it is. When did you first notice him? Oh, hi, Joey. Thank you. What did you start noticing Ed's symptoms? Probably early 80s, and it's been very slow. I mean, I think we've been pretty lucky. It has been a pretty slow disease for him. Oh, hi, Heather. Oh, hello from Nashville. Do you have any outside help? No. No outside help yet. The problem is, people always say, well, why don't you get a nurse? Well, why would we? Why do we need a nurse right now? We don't. If there becomes a point in time where we're gonna need it, then we will do it, right? She's pissed.
What?
Your
What?
dog.
My dog, yeah, the dog. He's angry. Stuck in the room. But others would be barking in my ear. You did it for 2 years,
Did he
Mom?
have to, they want to know if you had to do legal formalities when you realized this disease was taking a toll on Grandpa.
I had already had
Thank you,
the power of attorney, which,
Cheers.
Basically gave me control over, things like the videos and his bank accounts and things like that. But there was not a lot, and we had a trust that was in place. But thankfully, all of my siblings are a cohesive unit. And, nobody is going to challenge or do anything. We're doing what's best for my dad. And luckily, we haven't had to take any legal steps because the family is so together on the issue. And it's always what's best for Dad. And so we've been really fortunate, and I'm fortunate to have the family that I have, that it makes that unnecessary.
Was it hard for him to move in?
No, he had no
that's
choice.
The thing. With any of the big items that we've done, like taking away his car and all those things, no.
I am his sole
Weird.
POA, but I don't handle any of his finances. I don't do any of that. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to deal with his money. So one of my other siblings deals with all of his finances. I just take care of my dad.
Yeah, Ed always did what he thought was best for his kids. Yes.
Yeah. And my dad is, without a doubt, loves his kids more than anything in the world.
What is your self-care as caregivers? It's very hard. Luckily we're a team.
We are each other. That's our self-care.
Yeah,
we have each other to pick up
yeah.
when she is losing it. I have to step up, and when I'm losing it, she has to step up, and that happens every week.
And he leaves, he left, he's like, I'm gonna go get lunch. And he was gone for over 2 hours today.
An hour and a half.
No, you were like 2
So
hours.
I went to get lunch, and
and I was like, What the
Sometimes when you get in the
hell?
car and you're away and you're driving
So,
and listening to music, it's
I
kind of
literally,
hard
I
to
was
come
like,
back with
he
it.
went to go get lunch. He should have been back. I wanted to take a nap. I couldn't because Ed was going, being Ed. And I was like, where did this guy? So he got home and I was like, did you get lost?
Pack it.
He fell asleep in the parking lot. So that's how we do that. We do things.
That's how
separately.
we get through.
Dan
And someone
goes and
mentioned
drives for
Frankie
hours.
Valley. And holy shit, I saw that video of Frankie Valley, who I love, Four Seasons. Oh, what a night, and Grease is the word. He's absolutely amazing. But today he is, I mean, he's very old and he can't really lip sync, and they still throw him out on stage. And I can't judge because maybe he wants to do it. He just can't, but he wants to. But it's pretty sad to watch that Frankie Valley situation. Without a doubt, it bothers me. And I'm thinking, why the hell are they doing that to that guy? But again, I don't see him before the show. I don't know what his condition is, but man, that's disturbing to watch.
What?
Frankie Valley, he's old and he's, really old, and they still bring him out on stage to sing. But
They do?
yeah, but they just play his old songs, and he's supposed to lip sync, but he's so old he can't lip sync. He obviously doesn't remember all the words, and so he's like out there with a microphone, the music's playing, and his lips are off, and
Who
it's
does
like
that to him?
whoever is
His
putting on the
family?
show. I don't know who's doing it. And I don't know whether he wants to do it or not. I mean, if he is like, I don't care, I want to go, I want to do it, I've done it all my life, it's hard to judge, but it's hard to watch too. Early onset rigor mortis. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
They did the same thing with Tony Bennett. I mean, there will come a point, with my dad where I will not put him on videos anymore, or they'll be extremely limited what you see. If he ever reaches the point where I don't think I can put him on in a dignified manner, then that will stop. Ozzy. Well, Ozzy's for a different reason.
Oh no, really, Rita? Now I'm curious. Now I feel guilty for wanting to watch it, to see.
Charles, those comments really make my day. When someone says, you keep me going with my own dad, that really makes my day, because that's the whole point of this channel, really. I mean, that's it. I mean, the channel is my life, but the videos of my dad, that's really what they are. They're to show other people, hey, if you can do it in your house, do it. Obviously if you can't, you can't. But if you can do it, and you can still live a fairly normal life. You can live a happy, productive life, taking care of your parent for the time that they're here. I mean, he's not going to be here, in a number of years. I know that's going to be the case, and my life will go on without him. But now, this is kind of the focus of my life.
Oh, it's on X? Oh, I don't have X.
You have X?
Dan and Grandpa can't get in the Porsche, so no.
I don't drive the Porsche much. I love it. I mean, it's my favorite thing in the world. But
Unfortunately, that's my car now.
I don't drive because Grandpa can't get. It's so low. It's really hard
It's
to get
really
in and
hard.
out of it.
I have issues also getting out of it, so.
It's hard.
You hear her? Oh,
Who's it? Coco?
Coco. She starts. Oh gosh.
Action. Grandpa is in almost all my videos. If I'm home, that's what I'm doing. So typically he's in most of my videos. It's just that sometimes the algorithm doesn't put it out. It may not reach your For You page. That's pretty normal. But we're on here doing the same thing. I don't post as often. I post probably less than half of the number of times that I posted, say, a year ago. And that's just because I can't get good content. Sometimes he's just not in a way that I want to post him. So I just don't post. So you're seeing fewer posts, but we're still here. Do you know Alice's restaurant? Are you talking about like Mel's Diner? Alice? Is there Alice's restaurant?
Where?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. My dad's first symptoms started 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, early 80s.
Even the late 70s or early 80s. But, you know, it wasn't for 10 years once they started before we needed to move him in. About 10 years after the first signs is when we need, yeah, Mel's Diner. Oh, Alice's is up Highway 9 in Saratoga? Probably. Judy, I mean, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. I guess I'm missing what it is. Oh, the song, you get anything you want, Alice's restaurant. I know Alice is, you know, like Grace Slick, Jefferson Starship or Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit, Alice, but go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Oh, is it by Arlo Guthrie? I will look at it. Prep advice for the LSAT. Concentrate on the game section. You're not going to be able to change your reading comprehension, that kind of thing, as much as you can learn the secrets to the games. The section, the logic section, where, you know, if your husband's aunt's grandfather
Really, Judy?
is married to, you know, your next door neighbor's dog's
I don't think I've
third puppy, what are you related to them? You know, those kind of things. There are formulas for those games, and if you can learn those, you can probably spend more, you know, probably improve your score more by focusing on that section than any of the others. I have no scientific evidence to back that up. It's just my
I
own
don't even know
personal
what you're
opinion.
talking about.
But the LSAT person does.
Jennifer has to take it in a year and a half. Yeah, it's crazy.
I know Pete Rose passed away. I did meet him and shake his hand in Vegas, and he was kind of a dick, but...
He was a dick?
Oh, he was a dick.
What did he say? Give me my money.
No, he didn't say that, but when we saw him later that night at Caesars, at their sports book, where he was betting all the money that he made signing autographs, he was turning away kids that wanted to get his autograph.
Oh, that's right. I remember you said that.
And I just said, you know,
I hate when
sign the
they...
fucking kids'
I
autograph.
hate, yeah, when they are rude to kids.
Sign the kid's autograph, dude. It's $25. You know, sign it. It'll mean more to the kid than, you know, you losing it on the next fucking WNBA game or whatever the hell you're betting.
That's horrible. I would have probably...
I'm all for him going in the Hall of Fame. I think that his career it dictates that he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Did do good yesterday. So during
Bosa
the
did
game,
good. I was telling Danielle.
I was laughing. I said, "And what about that? But look at that! And look at my boy go."
He had a good game. That's great, and that just makes me. I'm gonna have to go watch a Casey Musgraves video. By the way, if you haven't
do all
checked
the
out
time.
Casey Musgraves' "Too Good to Be True" song,
Yeah, you were listening
My
to
God.
it today.
I was. It's a great song.
So
She's
don't
amazing.
say you haven't done it.
I think she's like in Arizona right now, and then going to San Diego. Oh man, she was so good. She was so good. Dad's doing great, River. He was on a little bit earlier. You just saw her in
Oh
Arizona?
my gosh, Judy, no, thank you.
I'm
Going up
jealous.
17.
I was
never want to
mesmerized.
be on a motorcycle going up 17. Are you kidding? Oh, she likes Casey Musgraves crowdfunding.
I love Casey Musgraves.
Hi, Tammy.
I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love
Not with his wife, with Casey
with
Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
I don't know her, so I can't really say I'm in love. But I mean, from that 3-minute song that she sang,
Brandy Carlisle.
I
Yeah.
probably would have, you know, married her right there on the spot. If I had a ring, I would have proposed right there, and you know, it could be an arranged marriage. I don't know her at all from Adam, but man, the way she sang that song, she must be an amazing, and wrote it. She's an amazing person. Although I did feel the same way about Adele. When Easy on Me, that song just took me away. If I saw Adele sing that song, I'd be in love too.
Thank you, Drifted Souls. Deanna, I would rather have Danielle than Casey.
Well, I have Danielle, and I don't plan on giving her up. Not even to Bobby. Maybe for a day.
Bobby.
Robbie, sorry.
Oh, Robbie's taking me to Vegas, so I think we have to go for a
But
little
I'm
hours.
going with Missy. So maybe I'll see
Maybe
you.
if Karen's still here, she can take you.
Karen, I like Karen's. Maybe we'll see, maybe we'll stay near each other.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is Missy from Nigeria by any chance?
I don't know. I didn't catch her comment for you.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Thank you so much for the follow. That's greatly appreciated.
Greatly appreciated. All you women out there who love my husband, it's greatly appreciated that you support him 125%.
And tap the, you know, tapping is clapping. To tap, to tap, to tap, tap, tap. And thank you for all the gifts, everyone who sent them. I try and follow the first couple, you know, the top
Dan's never
gifters.
wrong.
I try and when I get off, if I remember, I always go through and follow the top couple gifters. I do appreciate it.
You do?
I appreciate it.
That's
We're
a
not
lot
out
of
here
work.
asking for it, but
No.
I still appreciate it when they do it.
Mm. You need you need my advice on what, Christy Lou? I got it. I got lots of advice for everybody if you need me. Bless you. Sorry, Karen, that wasn't close enough.
I am definitely still in love, Lisa.
With who?
I am. I know it, even though, you know, I don't feel it every day. I know it. I know it. If I think hard enough, I mean, it's hard sometimes. You get so irritated with the person, it's hard to remember the love, but it's there. I find it every day.
With who?
With me, I find it in my head.
You find yourself
Yeah.
self-love?
Every time I walk away, I go, my God, I gotta get away from that woman. I finally find the love. I mean, you have to understand, when we started, it was hardcore. I've never fallen, well, obviously I've never fallen, but I fell hard.
I know, now I need to look at
Hard.
Frankie Valley.
And it was, you know, like, it was life-changing for me. The love was life-changing. And obviously, it might have been a little lust, but there was love in there, and it still survives today. So the answer is yes.
No, I want to know.
What?
When you look at me, what kind of love do you see?
Oh my God, woman. I see nothing but hearts, like red heart. Like when you see the red hearts going up, that's what's happening in
Hold
my
on.
mind. There's just a bunch of red hearts
Let's take a
going
time
up.
out for a minute.
What a beautiful, lovely
the
woman.
love isn't with me. It's with my Virginia. He loves my Virginia.
You are all the same package. I love all of you equally. I just would like to spend more time dealing with,
Virginia.
but I do love every part of you.
He doesn't love
From your
me.
smallest pinky toe to the top of your
He
head.
doesn't love me.
Oh, I do.
No.
Ooh, I want to love you a long time. Long time.
Me love you long time. No. Virginia. I said that on purpose.
Meet Virginia.
He doesn't love me. He just loves my parts.
No, that's not true, because those parts exist all over the world, but I choose your part every day.
Because if you didn't choose my part, you would be out on your arse.
What do you mean out of my arse?
Everything's mine.
Why do people say arse?
Well, I was
What
trying
is
to.
arse?
I was just.
It's an
trying to-
ass.
I was trying to
It's
be
an
nice.
ass, not an arse.
I was trying to be nice.
I mean, are you a horse's arse? No, you're a horse's ass.
Yes, you
You're
are.
not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not saying you are.
Yes, you are. You finally admitted it. You are a donkey.
But I am in love with this woman.
Get out of here.
My heart goes.
Pitter patters.
Sometimes I go, am I having a heart attack? No.
It's my love.
That's just the love for my wife. Oh, my heart's fluttering with love.
And it's not
It's
true.
fluttering with love. Maybe I need to go to the hospital though.
That's not true.
You can go your own way.
He doesn't love me.
Go your own way.
I mean, I think he loves me, but he's not like. I mean, I think if a newer model came up and she could do what I
I
would
just
do,
saw the best model in the world.
he would literally trade me in. He'd be like, "Bitch, you're out." I don't think so.
There's only one person in that category, and I don't think there's any risk of that happening. And right now it's Casey, but that's just probably my honeymoon period with her. Right? It will fade.
Now you're in a honeymoon period.
Yeah, I'm in a honeymoon period. When I hear those songs, I'm thinking,
Yeah,
you know,
and
how cool would we be
let's talk
together?
about how
Writing
many.
new songs. I
Let's
could help
talk
her
about how many
write some
times.
lyrics. You know,
How many times He
What?
listens to that song on the toilet. He brings in his computer. I need some
Well,
body
there's
parts.
different versions, but she.
Sean, I need some used body parts. Make it a good one, Sean. A good one.
I love "Too Good to Be True," Katie. That's the song that stole my heart. "Too Good to
Your
Be True,"
life. Oh,
and it's
sorry.
beautifully written. She wrote a beautiful song. And all there is to it.
There's always alimony. Jenny,
She earns more money than me now. She's pushing this stuff on the social media. Man.
Jenny, let me tell you a little
She's
secret.
pushing it.
I have control of most of our money.
I don't deal with the money.
So he's got a little bit,
I don't
but I've got
like
it
the
all.
stress of it.
And I've got stress.
I wanted to make it so that I'm not worried about myself. I think I could always make it. You know, if someone dumped me off with no money on the street in New York or in Nebraska or wherever the hell they dumped me off, I think eventually I could make it. I'm not worried so much about me. I'm more worried about her and my family. Casey Musgrave.
Mama's doing it, you guys.
Tammy Lee.
Mama's starting to rise up in the ranks over here.
I know, I couldn't be her grandpa. She's like 20 years younger than me. She's like 36 and I'm 56. I guess I could be her father if I had young kids, but not her grandfather. That's impossible.
For a second I thought you were calling me 36.
And she's her call pass is 25. You know, her call pass is Nick Bosa. Just a big frickin' steroid on steroids.
Because I'm on steroids, that's true.
It's just masculine
Honest
bulk.
Muscle.
Yeah, just a muscle mass.
It's a nice muscle mass. I mean, you had a good body at one point.
Yeah, I did. And guess what Nick Bosa is going to look like at 56?
You? I'll be dead at that point, so it wouldn't matter. But right now, it's nice.
You just want to use him up for the rest of his
You know,
good years.
I'm going to tell you something.
All right.
I'm just like you.
All right.
It would be nice to be with somebody who's perky and tight and young, no wrinkles, no hangy skin, no nothing. I mean, I would feel the same way. Muscle, six-pack, pecs, biceps, thighs, nice gluteus maximus. Damn.
I spent my entire fucking good years making money so that you could live the life you're living. And that has a cost. And it cost me my body, my six-pack, my fucking chest, my hair, my eyes, for you. And now you have the nerve to say, and you've been sitting on the treadmill since I started working. That's all you do, sit on the frickin' treadmill. All those years of sacrifice, and you're ready to just trade me in for a fucking Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa. Take away his football career, his bank account, his muscles.
I'm not even talking about his
He's
bank
nothing.
account.
If you take away all those things, he's nothing.
I'm just talking about his body.
Take away that body.
Who said anything?
Because it's going to go away. And then what do you got? You got what's from here up. And I don't know what's in that head. I guarantee you, that head's getting bounced around a lot. It's getting a lot of smacking and concussions. It's going to be like a slow head
He's got
in 20
hair.
years.
He's got hair.
He's got fucking hair.
He doesn't have a crooked nose.
How do you know? He's going to have a crooked...
He's got nice teeth.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
You asked what's from up here.
Casey will get old too, but I don't care because I love what's inside.
And she will also go with perimenopause. She might be in perimenopause at 26.
I love what's inside. And I've seen the inside of her brain coming out through her songs. I've seen it. And I am in love. And I write poetry. I write poetry.
Yeah, well, you don't even give me poetry, so.
I'd love to hear his poetry.
No,
Roses are red.
Look at
violets
my bank account.
Come over here and
I've
let me
got
give
more
you
money than your husband's ever made in his entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want him to talk. I don't want Bosa to talk. I just want to. That's it.
Are we joking?
No.
Ronnie, we are on social media having a good time. I'm not gonna go, tonight I'm not gonna be laying in bed and I'm not gonna look over and go, so you wish Nick was here? I mean, that doesn't happen.
You might.
I do give her some shit when he's,
You might.
when he doesn't
Maybe
have
that.
anything in the game.
Maybe for how.
You want me to fucking dress up as Nick fucking Bosa?
Yeah, we'll get you a big
Somebody send me a Nick
bodysuit.
Bosa jersey.
We'll get you a bodysuit with abs and pecs. Can we get a mask that goes with it? Just saying. Role play. I can be Casey. I can't sing, so I can't. I could pretend to sing. Just pretend. Sometimes I close my eyes. Sometimes I do. Ooh, yeah, Nicky. And put tape over his mouth. Which one? Dan and Nick? And I would do both. Tape should be on Dan's mouth and Nick's. What's up, big boy? Are you calling me fat? Oh, sorry, Dan. DTD. DTD. Oh my God. I need to look to see if I can get him a Nick Bosa face. But wouldn't that be so funny if I could find one? Hey, honey, here you go. Can you put this on tonight with nothing else, just the mask? And suck in the tummy.
What? 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 What's going on? Put your head on my pillow. Nick Bosa is a 49er football player. What are we doing for Halloween? We have no plans yet, but I will tell you this, that we have a skeleton out in my front yard, and I take my dad out every day for walks, and when we come back, when he walks, he comes up the driveway, I usually sit him in the chair outside before we walk up the step inside, and there's a skeleton, and he always has something funny to say about...
What does he say? You never told me that.
Well, like today, he's like, "Hello, sir," and I'm like, I wish I had my fucking camera out because it was so classic. He's talking to, he's joking. He knows it's a skeleton, and I'm like, "Do you know?" And he's coming back with with pretty funny responses.
That's
and
funny.
I'm thinking to myself, this is when I need my phone, but
Nick Bosa is a beast.
he's a beast.
A
He's
big,
the least of the beast. Are you ready now? We've been on for a while. It's now 6:30.
Big,
You want to cook
nice hunk of
dinner?
loving. Yeah. Sure.
Thoughts about the Steelers? Ivan, I'm not a big Steeler
I
fan
do.
either way. I don't care if they win or lose, but
Can
we
you
have someone
send
that
me a
comes
real
on here and gives
skeleton?
me shit about my Niners, and he's a Steeler fan, so that's why I put that saying up there about the Steelers.
Oh my
Just to get
gosh.
back at one person
Sean, send me a
who
real
always
skeleton.
gives me shit about the Niners. Yeah, we saw Pete Rose, rest in peace. No, Nick doesn't want to leave. Oh, I want to leave because we're talking about Nick. No, I don't. I like Nick. He's a Niner. He's a great player.
Oh, that's
mean, I'd take a selfie with him, get his autograph.
Like
I'd hang him up. I'd hang his picture up with an autograph. I got some really cool
Well, if you
pictures
ever
from
meet
this.
him, you tell him to take off his shirt and take the picture.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey Nick, would you mind taking off your shirt so I can get a picture with you? That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Say it's for my wife.
Yeah.
And then turn around and pull down your pants a little bit so we can see a little crack. It's fine. It's for my wife too.
Anyway, are you ready to get off now? Because you're going into like kind of Nick Bosa trance. Are you? I'm asking. Do you want to stay on? What do you want
Are
to do?
you?
I
Obviously,
want
you're
to
pushing
eat
me.
some food and I want to watch some football.
Marcel said, please do it for us too.
I do want to eat some food and watch some football.
Oh, sorry, Carrie. Oh shit. And then to top off the bad day, your mirror got ripped off. Dan used to do that to my expedition. Anyhow, all right.
All right.
Dan wants me to cook for him.
I want her to take the package out of the little hamburger out of the package and drop it in the toaster oven.
It's still cooking
All right, well I can do it.
for you.
I'm happy to move it in there.
I love to do everything for my man.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, Nikki. I mean, Dan.
Ooh. Guys, thanks
Good
so
night.
much for hanging out with us.
See you in the morning.
We appreciate it. You guys have a good night. Watch some football or whatever you like to do to hang out. And we'll see you back